If you need to know, people like Ron Dybert from the Citizen Lab are fucking cowards, right? Because people like these so-called experts, like Ron Dybert, if he's such an expert on cybersecurity, cyber crime, cyber hacking, military spy tools and stuff like that, yeah, okay, fine. You can be very knowledgeable, you can be very professional, but does that mean your profession turns away actual Canadians who need help, right? Like, in what circumstance would I have to be able to set up a meeting with you just to get my phone analyzed for any cyber hacking spyware bullshit? Because let's be honest, Ron Dybert, okay, I've been trying to email you, I've been trying to set up an appointment, whatever, but my emails aren't going through. And if you're an expert of cyber crime and cyber hacking, then you know that if I'm having email denial strikes and I can't get through to you, then it's going to be very difficult talking to your secretary, right? Ron Dybert of the Citizen Lab out of the Global Affairs Monk building here in Toronto, right? Ron Dybert, from his perspective, I'm guessing he only cares about companies like Apple, right? Companies like Google, working with these major tech companies to find the flaws in internet security and internet hacking. But when you have a citizen in your own country saying, hey, you know what? I can't go to the Toronto police to make a police report about anything. If something happens to me, right, if my life is destroyed, I can't go to the Toronto police, because when you piss off the Toronto police, or if you piss off any police, they will not help you. Right, when you're being attacked, when your livelihood is being destroyed, when your reputation is on the line, the police will not fucking help you. So I go to Ron Dybert of the Citizen Lab saying, hey, look, I'm having cyber hacking issues. There was a virus called SideCopy APT, a Pakistani military grade spy tool on my computer. Right, I can't go to the police, can't call CSIS, right? I don't know, can't call CSIS. Like, who the fuck is supposed to help me? No one. If you're not speaking to me directly, then you're not helping me. You're being disingenuous. And you're allowing this harm to happen. Right? This new AI technology, right? You can say, oh, fuck you, Tim Wilkie. Who the fuck are you? Right? But think about that for a second. The people that they're levying these accusations against, the people that, you know, seemingly have the worst odds stacked against them, and like, oh my God, they're just the most deplorable fucking human beings on the planet. Fuck you, Tim Wilkie, who the fuck are you, right? That's what they're treating me like. But did they ever actually give me an interview? No. That's the thing, they never do. So they play these political games like you don't know that you're being politically accosted, right? They're not treating my life with any urgency, and you wonder where my life is headed, right? You think I'm gonna choose passivity and enslavement over fighting against the system, right? And pointing out, hey, you know what? There's some serious fucking bullshit and corruption going on. And Ron Dybert's not going to help you, right? Maybe if you're a political activist, maybe if you're part of these like, countries where there's conflict. But what about the average citizen? No, people like Ron Dybert, his secretary just told me this guy was in a different country, that he wasn't even in Canada. And then this guy walks into the building, right? So when I can't go to the police when I need help, because I feel like my devices are being hacked and it's affecting my job, me finding a doctor, me getting healthcare, me finding a new apartment, like all these fucking things, no one's gonna help you. If you're non-white in Canada, no one will fucking help you, no one cares, because the justice system is a fucking joke. And they all know it. They all fucking know it. The RCMP is a joke, Canadian politicians and our parties are a joke, the mainstream media are a fucking joke, and people like Ron Dybert, in a time where, there needs to be radical fucking reform. There needs to be radical reform of the internet. The internet is not usable, our economy is not functional, and these politicians are just watching the whole fucking world burn as individual people like me, our lives suffer. You want to say, oh, fuck you, Tim Wilkie, you're such a piece of shit, you're so angry, you're such a spiteful, bitter person. Well, it never had to be that way if you would just protect me.